Evan McCarthy. Center field, number 5, Houston Green. Left field, number 12, Darren Morris. First base, number 17, Matt Butler. Second base, number 23, Jude Treadaway. Shortstop, number 9, Brady Kent. Third base, number 6, Nathan Ferris. Catching, number 10, Stone Collier. And pitching, number 2, Brock Ware. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the national anthem?
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, and welcome to Game 1 of 2 this afternoon between ICC and Mississippi Delta, the regular season finale for both squads. ICC hoping to come away with a pair of wins today and keep their playoff hopes alive here as ICC comes in with a record of 24-22, 11-15 overall. Delta comes in with a 6-33 record, 3-23 overall, but one of those wins is over the Indians in a non-conference game earlier this season out at Mississippi Delta. So we're getting set for the Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here as it's Gonzalez, the second baseman, that will be starting us off. Big swing and a miss as that first pitch of the game, brought to you by Guaranteed Bank, comes your way at 157. It's a 157 Guaranteed Bank opening pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. So Brock Ware quickly ahead of Gonzalez here, the first batter of the afternoon here in game one. Pitch outside, missing for a ball. 1-2 now is the count here to Gonzalez. It'll be Gonzalez, Rogers, and Bridges scheduled up here for Delta in the top of the first inning. Awaiting the 1-2 offering here from Ware, and it's going to miss low. Collier kind of hanging on to it for a second, thought he might have got strike three, but instead the umpire says the count will even up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs is the situation here as we're starting things off in Fulton. And that one missing. Brock thought he had back-to-back strike three pitches, but the umpire said both of those were low. So now the count will go full 3-2 after getting ahead in the count now. 2-0-2. Little jam job. Flair is going to be over the head of the first baseman. That's going to go for a fair ball. Going to try to go to second. Instead comes back to first. And a little excuse me swing there will get them a runner on there. So Delta gets a base hit on a check swing that was just too tall for the first baseman Butler to climb the ladder to go get. And so a nice at bat there by Gonzalez to reach after falling behind 0-2 on the count. Now this will be Rogers, the right fielder at the plate here for the Trojans. Batting in that second spot, as we said, a runner on first. As that pitch missed, or actually caught the corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Rogers out in right field. Comes in with a .299 batting average. We'll give you some numbers on Brock Ware here in a moment as there's a snap throw over, not in time. No harm, no foul there. Take a look at some numbers on Brock Ware. He's 2-6 on the season. He has a 6.91 ERA. As that pitch in there for strike two. 0-2 now is the count here to Rogers. Those stats are being brought to you by our friends at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, helping you get back in the game. Visit OINMS.com. That's OINMS.com. Toss over to first. No harm, no foul. Gets back without an issue there. So now the count 0-2 here to Rogers. Ware's pitch gets him looking at strike three. First Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Ware.
Up to bat, number 7, Christian Bridges.
Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. And now we'll switch to the number 3 hitter. This is going to be Bridges, who is playing in center field here in game one. So 1 out, runner not advancing from first after that Renaissance Bank strikeout. Breaking pitch, just missing on the outer edge. 1-0 is the count here to Bridges. We do welcome all those that are watching in favor of ICC this afternoon, but also a special hello to those that are watching in favor of Delta. Appreciate all those that are tuning in here on the ICC Sports Network. Hope you enjoy the day, and remind you got a guy out there doing double duty as that pitch in there for a strike. Jason Connor, the AD/SID. Probably got a couple other slashes behind his name, but Jason doing a great job for you guys out there at Mississippi Delta. Be sure and go by and tell him thank you for all the hard work he puts in for your programs. And no better way to thank him than buying him a nice ice-cold Coke. Breaking pitch at the knees for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Bridges at the plate. Gonzalez at first after a swing single. Toss over to first, still unable to get him there. Gonzalez on the year has 4 stolen bases, about 3rd or 4th on the team in that category. It's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. There's 1. Can he get 2? No, not in time. Maybe bobbled the ball for a second, but they do get the lead runner on the out. Fielder's choice. No hit in that situation. But there is 2 outs. And so now this will bring
Number 12, Junior Diaz.
Junior Diaz, the catcher, to the plate. And that will put Bridges at first with 2 outs here in the top of the first. This is going to be flared off and out of play for strike 1. Dr. Brad Boggs will be joining us here in a few moments. He sent me a text saying, on my way, got caught up with Dr. Allen. And I guess if the president of the college needs your attention for a second, you need to give it to him. So 0-1 is the count with 2 outs. Ware on the hill here for the Indians. Snap throw to first. Not in time. Ware throwing a lot of attention over to the runners at first so far here in the top part of this contest. Diaz at the plate with the 0-1 count, 2 outs and a runner at first. Breaking pitch, and it's a beauty. Zips right across in there for a strike. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That is the situation. Waiting for the pitch here. Grounder to the third baseman, scoops it up, no issue there. Throw across the way is in time. 5-3 for the final out of the inning. We'll keep it here and tell you about today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads. You've already met the first 4 batters of the day for Delta, so let's go back and look at those guys. It was Gonzalez to lead things off. He's at second base. Rogers out in right field. Bridges is in center field, and Diaz is the catcher. So that is your first 4 batters that you saw there in the top half of the inning. The rest of the lineup looks like this. Oswalt is the shortstop. He's batting 5th. DH today is Counts. He is batting 6th. The first baseman will be Cox. Third baseman is Neal. Left fielder batting 9th would be Barajas there for Delta. They're sending Riley Cage to the hill today. You're looking at him get some warm-up tosses here. He's 0-7 on the year. He's got an 8.34 ERA. Now you're starting lineup for ICC. ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination, and Coach Rick Collier hopes he's got that same winning combination put together here in Game 1 against Delta, as ICC comes in with a record of 24-22, 11-15 inside conference play. Lineup will look like this. Treadaway at second. Ferris at third. Collier will be catching. McCarthy will be in right field. Butler will be your first baseman. Jackson will be the DH. Green will be the center fielder. Morris will be in left field. And Kent will be your shortstop. That's the 1 through 9 lineup there for ICC. We've already introduced you to the pitcher. That is Brock Ware, who got 1 Renaissance Bank strikeout in the top of the inning. Did give up a hit, but it's one of those little excuse me swings that just kind of popped over the head of the first baseman. And ICC was able to get out of the inning with really anything else going. It was a single by Gonzalez, a strikeout to Rogers. Bridges reached on a fielder's choice that erased Gonzalez, and then Diaz grounded out 5-3 to end the inning. So we'll be keeping a close eye on the Holmes and East Mississippi series today. ICC, well, we'll just say this. Winning 2 will go a really long way for ICC this afternoon. Don't necessarily have to sweep Delta, but really would help for them to get a better shot of getting the playoffs if they were able to get a sweep this afternoon. If they lose 1, then they would have to get East Mississippi to sweep Holmes. Well, if you're ICC, you're pulling for East Mississippi today because a sweep or a split would be great for ICC. And, of course, if ICC were to get a sweep today and Holmes were to get a sweep, it all depends on 23 other things that could happen in these final games. There are 24 possible outcomes when it comes to the final 6 through 10, maybe even 5 through 10 spots in the playoffs. So stick around. Follow us on your favorite social media platform. Let's Go ICC, and we'll have the answer for you. It's ICC right now. Pretty simple. Just win. So it'll be Treadaway to start us off here. Stands in, takes that first pitch, missing low for a ball. As we mentioned, Treadaway batting second. He's leading the team with a .377 average. That pitch high and outside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. A hot day as temperatures supposed to get up around the mid-80s as there's a hard-hit ground ball. Nice play over at first for out number 1. 3 unassisted on the play as that one took an awkward hop, as that was Cox over at first, is able to reel that one in, kind of blocked it up with his shoulder, was able to step on the bag for out number 1. So now this will be Ferris, the third baseman, coming to the plate. Swings in the first pitch he sees, fouls it off for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. Well, this will be our last athletic broadcast of the year. Our next broadcast will be May 16th, graduation here at ICC. As this pitch popped up, center fielder going to coast back and will collect it for out number 2. 0-2, or excuse me, 2 away now is the situation for the Indians. So ICC quickly 2 away, and now this will be Stone Collier coming to the plate. Again, our next broadcast will be May 16th. Graduations are going to be all day. It goes from 9 o'clock in the morning to, I think, 7 o'clock at night will be our last broadcast. There's that pitch across for a strike to Collier. Stone, 255 batting average. Listen to that pitch up high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Softball, they'll be in postseason play on Thursday. They'll take on East Central at Colin at 5 o'clock. Our friends from Colin will have that broadcast coming your way. 2-1 now is the count. Women's tennis will have a pair of players going out to Texas for the national tournament. And then the following week after that, the men's tennis team will head out to South Carolina for the national tournament as well. Grounder to the shortstop. Hadn't played that way. Throw across the way is in time. And the Indians go quietly and quickly in the bottom of the first. No score here in Fulton. Indians go 3 up, 3 down. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Get ready for an action-packed summer at Itawamba Community College. From slam dunks to show tunes, ICC has a camp for everyone. Dive into athletics like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and even band camp. Or explore your creative side with drama camp. Want something hands-on? Check out our advanced manufacturing camps for students and teachers. Spots are filling up fast. Sign up now at letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a full list of our summer camps here at Itawamba Community College.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the second inning. No score here in Game 1 between ICC and Mississippi Delta. This game scheduled for 9 innings. As we talked about, it is the regular season finale for both teams today. ICC trying to find a way in the final spot to the playoffs, that number 10 spot. Of course, we'll have to wait and see who and when, what, and where will fan out in the upper part of that to see where they'll be playing next week, if they make it. As that first pitch cuts the edge for a strike, 0-1 is the count. There's a grounder. It's going to be a foul ball. 0-2 is the count. I actually thought it hit the batter. I thought I heard the umpire yell time as soon as it popped up, but he apparently did not as he let it play out there. 0-2 now is the count here to Oswalt. It'll be Oswalt, Counts, and Cox scheduled up as Oswalt taking his time, coming back down the line here. 0-2 is the count. Brock on the heel here, third-generation Indian. As his 0-2 pitch, not there as Collier's ready to throw that one down. Thought it was strike 3, but umpire called it a ball. 1-2 is the count. His brother played baseball here. His sister played softball. There's a breaking pitch that broke, and Oswalt dipped out of the way of that one. 2-2 now is the count. So waiting the 2-2 pitch. This one fouled straight back and will sit at 2-2. Oswalt is the shortstop, counts as the DH, and Cox is over at first. Waiting the 2-2 offering here from Ware. That's going to be a little flare, and it's going to be much like the first of the game, just over the head of the second baseman. Not a whole lot that he could have done about that one, as that'll go for the second straight inning on a leadoff hit for the Trojans.
Number 28, Connor Counts.
So a nice job of battling back after falling behind 0-2 on the count. And just again, kind of just stuck the bat out there and put a flare over the head of the second baseman. Second hit of the game for the Trojans. And now this will bring Counts, the DH, to the plate. He's going to show bunt. That pitch high and outside for a ball. He had a big home run against the Indians on a windy day at the ballpark. Anything hit to the left side was not getting out. I don't care who you are, what you did for a living. That ball was not going to get out of the ballpark as it was wind gust up to 25, 30 miles per hour. Now, if you hit anything out to right field like Counts did, it was going to carry. Not that he needed the help, as he was able to hit a big-time home run that really put game one back in the favor of the Trojans. This pitch popped up. Third baseman to come over and make the play. So one away. Nice job over there at third by Ferris to reel that one in on the bunt.
Up to bat, number 8, Frazier.
Also got to give credit to Ware on that pitch. He saw that it was a bunt situation, so he kept bringing in the high heat there and made it tough to get on top of the baseball to be able to bunt it down. So the pop-up resulted in out number 1, runner unable to advance, and now Cox, the first baseman, will be at the plate. And got him on the pickoff. Well, Ware has been trying all day today, and finally got him on that one. So 1-3 on the pickoff. And so now there's quickly 2 outs and nobody on. Ground ball to the second baseman. Gets it, throws it over. And after the pickoff is a very quick, unconventional 3 up, 3 down inning in the top of the second. We'll take a break here, a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, yeah, 24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships?
A place that feels like home?
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be McCarthy, Butler, and Jackson scheduled up here for the Indians. No score after a very quick, unconventional 3-up, 3-down top part of the second. As McCarthy listed that pitch inside for a ball. The reason why I call it that, it was a single by Oswalt to start the inning. Then he was picked off, and then it was a foul ball bunt, reeled in over at third, and then a ground out to second for a 3-up, 3-down inning as this pitch fouled back, and it's off the catcher. And so the 1-1 now is the count. Good job by the home plate umpire to recognize that, walk the ball out, and kind of just give the catcher a moment to catch himself. And the Indians doing a good job in return. They picked up the foul ball, but held on to it for a minute to make sure he was okay, to give him a little bit extra time to catch his breath and put the ball back in play. So a good show of sportsmanship there on the part of the Indians. 1-1 now is the count here to McCarthy. That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. This is Riley Cagle on the hill here for Delta, looking for his first win of the season. He's 0-7. That's a beautiful pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. He does have a 8.34 ERA. So that pitch up high. Now the count goes full. 3-2 here to McCarthy. McCarthy, Butler, and Jackson due up. Time is taken here. So 3-2 is the count to McCarthy. As we mentioned, we'll try to keep an eye on that Holmes and East Mississippi series today. So we'll get reset now. Count full here to McCarthy. That one runs inside, and McCarthy will draw a walk to start the inning. Nice job there by McCarthy to get the first base runner on the pass today here for the Indians. And now this will bring Butler to the dish here for the Indians. No outs and a runner at first. Got Brett Marler a shout out with a Let's Go Indians today, wanting to say ICC make a push for the playoffs, much like the softball team's doing. He's the dad of A.B. Marler, who had that big home run in the last series for ICC. Had a 2-run shot to tie the game, and ICC eventually won it 4-3. First pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. That one low and outside. 2-0 now is the count. So 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Runner at first here for the Indians. Trying to fire at the bats here in the bottom of the second. Ground ball, third baseman bobbles it for a second. Only going to have one play, and that's going to be over to second, so it will be a fielder's choice. 5-3. Had he not bobbled that one, might have had a chance at a Little Caesars double play. And so now with 1 out, only a runner at first in this situation now. And the latest update we've got on the Holmes and East Mississippi. East Mississippi up 1-0 after 1 complete there in Scuba. Ground ball, that's going to be a foul ball just over the head of Coach Collier down there in the third base box. That'll go for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. So 0-1 is the count. Runner at first with 1 out. Breaking pitch hangs up high. 1-1 now is the count here to Jackson, the DH for the Indians. First of 2 games this afternoon here from Crescent Field. Regular season finale for both ICC and Mississippi Delta. These teams did meet during the regular season as it was a non-conference game. As this is going to be a flare out to right field. Right fielder's going to jug out and will make the play. Not deep enough to allow the runner to tag. And so that will go for out number 2. To go back and finish that thought, though, the team split out in Moorhead. was a very questionable, very high-spirited game one that Delta was able to get the win in. Then ICC was able to kind of have the cooler heads in game two and even that series. So now with 2 outs and a runner at first, this will be Green at the plate. Little hit and run action here. Flare out to right field. Right fielder's going to come up and can't make the diving play. So they're going to hold the runner up at third. Perfectly executed hit and run there after the diving effort. So that will go for a hit for Green. And now ICC will have runners on the corners. Great effort out there in right field. Matter of fact, it looked like Rogers had it for a second. But whenever he kind of landed on the ground, it kind of jarred it loose there. So a big-time break for the Indians. First hit of the game for ICC, and now this will bring Morris to the plate. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. ICC trying to strike first here. We're in the bottom of the second, game 1 of 2 this afternoon against Delta. So the Indians trying to spark a 2-out rally. Swung on that pitch, and it's foul, and Coach Collier stopped it. Just if he had a glove, would have made a play on it, but tried to barehand it that time. I'm impressed, as that one was not a soft shot down the line there. 0-1 now is the count here to the left fielder, Morris. Runners on the corners. No score here in the bottom of the second. That pitch up high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Indians trying to draw first blood here as they got a runner at first and third. Cagle trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. Breaking pitch hangs up high. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Morris bagging in that 8th spot. Trying to heat the bats up here for the Indians. They finally got their first hit of the day with Green reaching on that hit and run after a great diving effort out in right field. Came up short. This one hit hard. It's traveling. Is it going to be deep enough? It's back, and it's going to be off the wall. 1 run will score. Indians are going to try to score 2 here. And they will, and ICC gets a 2-out double off the bat of Morris. So a clutch, timely hit there for the Indians. And ICC now goes up in this one 2-0. Runner at second. And now this will be Reed Kent. First time we've called his name in quite a while as he has been out due to injury. So he'll dig in that night spot. Is that pitch outside for a ball? The Indians would love to see Kent get back in this lineup and have that hot bat that he had before that injury. Runner at second, 2-0 ICC with the lead. That pitch high and outside, 2-0 now is the count here to the shortstop, Kent. Indians with a 2-out double by Morris to push across 2 runs. Up in this one, 2-0. This pitch popped up a mile high. It's going to get back and out of play. So now 2-1 is the count. So waiting the 2-1 offering here. And that one's going to be hit up the middle. Back to the pitcher. Going to have to hurry. Is it going to be in time? No, it's not. Nice job by Kent not to assume the out there. Caught an extra gear and got down the line. And that's going to be the 3rd straight hit for the for the Indians. So the Indians now with 3 hits in the contest. It'll be runners on the corners now. And we'll flip it back to the top part of the lineup in Jude Treadaway. So the Indians trying to keep this 2-out rally going here. Runners on the corners. They've already scored 2. Treadaway grounded out to the first baseman in his first at bat on the second pitch he saw. So looking to redeem himself here with an RBI opportunity. That pitch outside for a ball, 1-0 is the count here. Riley Cagle on the hill for the Trojans. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. This one hit hard. If it's fair, it's trouble, but it's going to go foul. So that one just traced down the line that time, and about 3 or 4 foot foul. Break there for the Trojans. 1-1 now is the count here to Treadaway. He's back at second, where he's played most of the season. Had to move to short when Kent was injured this season. Did a great job, even though a lot of people don't realize the difficulty of moving from second to short. As this one kind of off the end of the bat. And the third baseman's going to drop it. And that's going to go for an error. So E5 on the play allows the run to score and the inning to continue here.
Up to bat, number 6, Nathan Ferris.
As now it's 3-0. As the error on third now will bring up Ferris to the plate. 2 outs. Runners on second and first in this situation. ICC trying to keep that merry-go-round spinning here in the bottom of the second. Pitch in the dirt, blocked up nicely that time by Diaz. 1-0 is the count here to Ferris. Well, Ferris is a guy that if you leave something up in the zone, he can make you pay. As we've seen some blistering home runs out of him this season. Waiting the 1-0 pitch here. Runner will head back to second. Ferris turns on that one, fouls it off, and now the count will go 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. We're in the bottom of the second. ICC is cashed in on 3 hits and an error to put 3 runs on the board here in the bottom of the second. That was a wicked breaking pitch as it broke out, then back in that time, and the umpire said it found enough in the zone, and I rewarding for the pitch by itself, as that was a double breaker there. 1-2 now is the count. Ferris turns on this one, pulls it foul. Nice job finding a piece of that one just to keep the at-bat alive here. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Ferris looks at that pitch, and it turned over at the last second and was able to find the zone, and that was a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Cagle to end the inning. But ICC scores 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. They lead it 3-0 after 2 complete. We'll take a break as that second inning being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Get ready for an action-packed summer at Itawamba Community College. From slam dunks to show tunes, ICC has a camp for everyone. Dive into athletics like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and even band camp. Or explore your creative side with drama camp. Want something hands-on? Check out our advanced manufacturing camps for students and teachers. Spots are filling up fast. Sign up now at letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a full list of our summer camps here at Itawamba Community College.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the third inning. This third inning is being brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. ICC and Coke Now that's a winning combination. We do want to give a special shout out to our good buddies Mike Whitehurst and Jeff Gilmore. Without those guys, we wouldn't have such a great partnership with Coke as we've had over the years, not only here at ICC, but throughout all of North Mississippi. So if you ever have a chance to bump into Mike or Jeff, be sure and thank them for all that they do, not just for here at ICC Athletics, ICC as a college, but also the entire community around you. I think they do a lot more than people realize there. So we do appreciate Coke and all they do here for ICC. 8-9-1 batters due up here. Neil Barajas, thank you. As there's a shot up the middle. Shortstop gets it. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Impressive play there, 6-3 to retire Neil.
Up to bat, number 2,
Reed
John
Kent
Barajas.
not missing a beat there. Barajas now coming to the plate. He's playing in left field today. He'll dig in with 1 out and nobody on here. So that first pitch high and outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here. Barajas, the number 9 batter, and he is going to be hit by the pitch, and the umpire got hit as well. It looked like he kind of mad when he threw that ball back. And so a hit by pitch will put the runner on with 1 out. And so now we'll flip it back to the top of the lineup here with Gonzalez. He's single, but was erased on a fielder's choice back in the first. So he will dig in here with 1 out and a runner on first. Indians up 3-0. Snap throw to first is not in time. We have seen a pickoff today. So it's one of those you got to be ready for it if you're a Trojan base runner. So Gonzalez will dig back in now. Time is taken by the batter. And so Ware will step off and refocus. Beautiful day for baseball. First really hot day we've had in a while. As temperatures in the mid-80s right now. As this is Gonzalez. Another throw over to first, not in time. Coach Andy Kurt checking in with the Roll Tribe and a couple of brooms behind him. Hoping to see a sweep out of the Indians today. Ware's pitch. Grounder to second. Only going to be 1 play, and that'll be in time to first. 4-3 on the putout of Gonzalez, but the runner is able to advance into scoring position now with 2 outs. And this will be Rogers coming to the plate. He struck out swinging in his only appearance. So he'll try to do much like the Indians did in the bottom of the second. Spark a 2-out rally. Indians had 2 outs, and it was a single by Green. Or excuse me, they had a runner on with a single by Green. Then it was a 2-run double by Morris, a single by Kent, an error that allowed the Indians to score the 3rd run of the inning before a strikeout got Delta out of the inning with a crooked letter on the board. Breaking pitch, that was a beauty. 0-1 now is the count here to Rogers. There is a runner at second. That breaking pitch just didn't break enough. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. Indians up 3-0 here in the top of the 3rd. Slow roller shortstop. Kent's going to come up, get it, throw across the way, and it's going to be in time for out number 3. So no runs, so no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll take a timeout, head to the bottom of the 3rd, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large two-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Get ready for an action-packed summer at Itawamba Community College. From slam dunks to show tunes, ICC has a camp for everyone. Dive into athletics like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and even band camp. Or explore your creative side with drama camp. Want something hands-on? Check out our advanced manufacturing camps for students and teachers. Spots are filling up fast. Sign up now at letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a full list of our summer camps here at Itawamba Community College.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the third inning. ICC leading Delta 3-0 here in Game 1. This third inning is being brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. Got a nice ice-cold Coke up here with me in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Remember, if you're a former ICC student, graduation coming up, you can join the Alumni Club by visiting iccms.edu/alumni. That's iccms.edu/alumni. Collier will stand in, take that first pitch for a strike. He grounded out 6-3 in a 3-up, 3-down first inning for the Indians. Listen to that pitch, and it's on the outer edge for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here to Collier. This is Cagle on the hill with the 0-2 pitch. That one in the dirt. Trying to get Collier to chase one there, but a good eye on the part of Stone to hold off on it. 1-2 now is the count. This is the last home game here at ICC for Stone Collier, and he has seen a lot of them. He has grown up at this ballpark. As this one hit, and it's going to be pulled foul and out of play, will sit at 1-2. We mentioned his dad won his 700th game a couple of weeks ago as the head coach of the Indians. So an error coming to a close here for Stone, as this one's going to be a jam job. Shortstop's going to have to hurry, but can't get to it, and that'll drop for a base hit. Good job there by Stone, just muscling that one out there. And that'll go for the fourth hit of the day for the Indians. And now this will bring McCarthy to the plate. No outs and a runner at first. McCarthy walked, but was a race on a fielder's choice. That was in that 3-run second for the Indians, so ICC would love to tack on some insurance runs here in the bottom of the third. Breaking pitch hangs up high for a ball, 1-0. The count here to McCarthy. I believe I saw where he's heading to Southern Indiana next year. Of course, he and the rest of his family, good people in my eyes. They're Notre Dame fans like me. As this pitch popped up, and it's going to travel. Right fielder, first baseman's going to give chase, and neither one can get to it. Heck of an effort out there at first. I thought it was just going to get out of play. Had a chance to get a glove on it. But now it just goes for a long, exciting strike. 1-1 now is the count. No outs. McCarthy at the dish. He's got a 1-1 count. You got Collier over at first after getting a little fister to get past the shortstop for his first hit of the game. So now waiting the 1-1 offering here to McCarthy. McCarthy puts a charge in this one. Back, and gone! That's going to be a 2-run home run off the bat of McCarthy, and ICC jumps up in this one 5-0, a big-time shot there as he was able to just get turned and put a solid barrel on the bat there and touch them all, as that's a 2-run home run for McCarthy. That is his 11th home run of the season for McCarthy. And this will bring Madden Butler to the dish now. Still no outs and nobody on now after that 2-run shot. That pitch missing for ball 2. 2-0 now is the count. There's going to be a grounder. And the shortstop finds it, throw across the way. A nice stretch. Is able to reel that one in for out number 1. Not an easy play. Good dig over there at first base by Cox. 1 away now, and this will bring up Jackson to the plate. We'll try to see where that last home run puts McCarthy in the single season home runs, and there'll be a hit batter there. And so Jackson will get the pass. At 11 home runs for McCarthy leads the team. Now that I look at the records, so top is 15 home runs in a single season. Will Verdong, Tyreek Reed, Dustin Lunn, and Josh Graham. Then you got Lane Domino, Ladarius Cole, and Nick Wheeler all with 11. So he's 2 away from entering that top 5 home runs in a single season. So that's going to be a pickoff move over to first, not in time. 5-0 is the lead here. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the third. ICC needs a pair of wins today to have a shot at making the playoffs. They can sneak in with some help if they only pick up 1 win. But you don't want to have any extra help than you already need. And so this is Green at the plate. He singled and got everything started for the Indians in that 3-run second, and that one thrown behind him, and they're going to say it hit him. And so the umpire said it did hit him there, so that's going to be back-to-back hit batters by Delta. Now ICC will have runners on first and second with Morris coming to the dish. Morris had a double that drove in 2 runs in his last at-bat. Indians would love to see a carbon copy of that one here. So he'll dig in. 1 out, runners at first and second. Pitch in the dirt, ball's going to get away. Runners will advance in that situation. As both advance on the wild pitch. And so Cagle running into a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the third. 1 out, runners at second and third now after that wild pitch. And Morris, as we said, had that 2-run double. Is at the plate. He's got a 1-0 count here. So Cagle getting the signals, getting set to deliver. So 1-0 pitch on its way. And that one missing. 2-0 now is the count here to Morris. This is the 6th batter of the inning here for the Indians. They've got 2 runs on the board so far. Would love to add some more to it here. 2-0 pitch. Missing, but blocked up nicely that time. As Diaz has been active behind the plate today. First base is open in this situation. 3-0 is the count here to Morris. Feel like he'll be taking the whole way this time. He does, and that's ball 4. So after a ground out to short, it was a hit batter, and now a walk that loads the bases here for the Indians. And ICC fans, we want to remind you, like the bases are loaded right now, when you get ready to load your plate, make the right call and visit Sam's Town Market in Manatee. At Sam's Town Market, right there in the heart of Manatee, Sam Ferris and all the fine folks doing a great job serving up some of the best foods in North Mississippi. This one lifted, right fielder's going to give chase, back, and it's going to be off the wall. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and that's going to be a 2-run double by Kent. Welcome back, Reed Kent. As we said, been out with some injuries. And he is now 2 for 2 with a couple of doubles. And the Indians now lead this one 7-0 as we flip it back to the top of the lineup here in Jude Treadaway. Thought for a second, and that one had a chance to get out of the ballpark, just off the upper part of the wall. As that first pitch missing outside for a ball, 1-0 now is the count. 7-0. ICC has put 4 on the board here after putting 3 on the board in the bottom of the second. There's a hard shot, and it's going to get through. And that will put another one on the board there as Treadaway will drive in 2 more with that hard hit single right back up the middle. A clutch hit there, return to sender, if you will. And now this will bring Ferris to the plate. As the Indians now up 9-0, 6 runs on the board here, still only 1 out. Runner at first, and this is Ferris, who is 0 for 2 on the day. And we'll have a slow stroll out to the mound here as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. No change made as they made the slow trip to the hill there. So Cagle will hang in this one as he'll be faced now with Ferris. 1 out. And a runner at first here for the Indians. Ferris swings on this one, fouls it back for strike 1. Indians have scored 6 runs so far this inning. On 4 hits, no errors, 2 hit batters, and a walk. So waiting the 0-1 pitch here. This one popped up. Catcher's going to give chase, but it'll get back. See if Dr. Boggs will make a play on it. Nope, he didn't try. 0-2 now is the count here to Ferris. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ferris looking for his first hit of the day. Runner at first. That's Treadaway, who just drove in 2 runs on a single out to center. That pitch up high. Nice leaping recovery there by Diaz. And if you're the home plate umpire, you want to make sure you tell Diaz thank you, because that one's coming right at his grill. 1-2 now is the count. Ferris playing third base. He'll dig in with the runner at first and 1 out now. Breaking pitch. fouled it off. We'll sit at 1-2. Nice job there by Ferris. That was a tough pitch, one to let go, and two to actually make contact on. The fact that he found contact, fouled it off, and keep the bat alive is 1-2. Will stay the count. And they're going to appeal. They say, no, their umpire, home plate umpire is going to say he went. So that will go for a Renaissance Bank strikeout. Second of the game for Cagle, and that is going to be called a mercy strike 3 call there. As it looked like he did check the bat up. And now this will be Collier, who started the inning off with a single and scored on a 2-run home run by McCarthy. So 2 outs and a runner at first. 10th batter of the inning coming to the plate here for the Indians. That pitch outside, ball 1. So 1-0 is the count here to Collier. He had a little single that was kind of off the narrow part of the bat that he was able to muscle out to shallow left center. Shortstop couldn't quite get to it in time and started the inning off with a single. It takes that pitch inside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. You got Treadaway at first. Is this one lifted? If it stays fair, it's trouble. And it's going to be a home run. It's going to be off the foul pole, and the Indians get their second 2-run home run of the inning. So Collier, in his final couple of games as an Indian, will get that home run off. And a big-time shot there for Stone. Second home run of the inning for the Indians. I never really understood why they call that a foul pole, because if you hit it, it's fair. So, should be called a fair pole, in my opinion. As that's going to do it for Cagle. We'll take a break. ICC up in this one, 11-0. We'll have the good Dr. Brad Boggs joining us right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Get ready for an action-packed summer at Itawamba Community College. From slam dunks to show tunes, ICC has a camp for everyone. Dive into athletics like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and even band camp. Or explore your creative side with drama camp. Want something hands-on? Check out our advanced manufacturing camps for students and teachers. Spots are filling up fast. Sign up now at letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a full list of our summer camps here at Itawamba Community College.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a new pitcher in the game here. This is going to be Carson Allen coming to the pitch here for the Trojans. As I said, don't have any pitching stats today because I didn't print them off right. Is that pitch in there for a strike? We are joined by Dr. Brad Boggs. And Dr. Boggs, if Delta starts to make a rally here, we're up 11-0. sending you back to your office.
Yeah, you need to. What a game so far. It looks like, of course, 8 hits for the Indians here in the bottom of the third. And Carson Allen, as you mentioned, coming in, right-handed freshman out of Cleveland, Mississippi. Looks like he pitched at Bayou Academy, and that one's going to be lifted
Could
out
this one
to
be
the
another
left.
one?
It is.
Second home run of the inning for McCarthy.
That's the second one for McCarthy. That's the third total.
Third of the inning, yes, as McCarthy will hit his second home run of the inning here, this time the solo version. And a big-time shot there by Evan.
I actually saw the first one. I was out in the parking lot, so I did get to see the first one before I was talking to Campus Police and Dr. Allen and Minga out there a minute. But they did stop me, but I did see McCarthy's first one, and it was a heck of a shot.
So now this will be Butler coming to the dish. That first pitch, outer edge for a strike. That's the 12th home run of the season for McCarthy. One more and he'll enter the top 5 in single season home runs. As that pitch missing outside. 1-1 now is the count.
So maybe I'm not a bad luck, because the home runs continued.
It did. So you redeemed yourself in that situation. Indians have put 9 runs on the board here with 2 outs in the inning. This is Butler looking for his first hit of the day. That's going to be a flare out to the right side. It's going to get out of play. Love the effort, though, by the right fielder not to give up on that situation there. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Rogers out there in right field giving chase to it. Did a while ago on another one out there and really putting a lot of effort into it, trying to track those balls down. Hard to do that today out there. Of course, Indians hitting the ball well right now.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here. That pitch low and outside. 2-2 now is the count. It was 3 runs in the bottom of the second so far, 9 runs here in the bottom of the third. ICC up 12-0. That pitch missing, gets away, nobody on base to do any damage. Now the count goes full here to Butler. He did reach on a fielder's choice, grounded out 6-3 in his most recent at bat. Now we'll dig in with a 3-2 count. And that is a 12-0 strike 3 call, as that one was well off the plate. Unfortunate that Butler was the guy in that spot. But the Indians put 9 runs on the board on 6 hits, 3 of those being home runs, and a 2-run double. As ICC up in this one 12-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
That's what you do, but I just don't know where to turn. I'm about to dance in my brain.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the fourth. The game, or the series we're keeping an eye on here, is going to be Holmes at East Mississippi. They're in the middle of the third. Holmes leading 4-1. The reason why we're keeping an eye on that one, it will have a play again if ICC makes postseason. So ICC, they can win one and still get in, but might as well go ahead and try to win 2 today, and they're off to a good start here, up 12-0 as we're in the top of the fourth. It'll be 3, 4, 5 batters due up. Bridges, Diaz, and Oswalt. As Ware still on the hill here for the Indians. That first pitch missing for a ball. Bridges reached on a fielder's choice. A ground out to the shortstop, as this is going to be a flare out, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Well, one thing that they've done 3 out of the 4 innings is start the innings off with a base hit, but then the lazy throw, or excuse me, errant throw will allow the runner to advance, so it'll be advance. I think it was E4 or E6 on the play. Either way, it's a single and an error on the play that allowed the runner to get to second. Wasn't really paying much of attention as I was writing down the single there.
I'm not sure.
So we'll just call it an error on the play. And so now with a runner at second, ICC up 12-0. Just want to make sure you still play clean baseball the rest of the way out as they fake the pickoff to second. Indians have picked a runner off today. It was Oswalt, who reached on a single to start the second inning, was picked off by Ware for an unconventional 3-up, 3-down inning there in the second. So this is Diaz at the plate. Takes a healthy swing at that one. Misses for strike one. Ware will be continuing his career at Delta State next year. He and Stone Collier will be taking their talents out to Cleveland. That pitch across for a strike. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good pitch right there on the outside part of the plate. Kind of froze in there. So 0-2 count. Well ahead here for Brock. Need to get this first out of the inning.
Diaz grounded out to third in his first at bat of the contest. That was to end the first. Ware checks the runner, now delivers. This one is fouled back, and it sounded like it may have came off the mask of Collier after it hit the ground. This umpire has struggled to throw the ball back to the pitcher today. It's been the second or third time that he has either airmailed it over the pitcher or threw it short. And he says, hey, I'm an umpire, not a pitcher. Come on. So that foul ball, the count will stay 0-2 here to Diaz. He's catching today, and he has been very active behind the plate. Actually, the count 1-2 now. Swinging and a miss for strike three.
Yeah, big K right there, especially after you got your leadoff guy on second base right there in scoring position for Mississippi Delta. So good job there by Brock to come back and get the big out right there in the inning there. And so now you got one out here with the runner at second in scoring position for Delta.
That was the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. It's that first pitch missing low for a ball. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. So this is Oswalt, as we said, single, but was picked off in his only at bat so far in the contest. Can't catch with the fastball there. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good pitch right there. A lot of people out today, Adam, already. Of course, 2 o'clock start for this first ball game, but a lot of people enjoying this nice weather out here today, and the field looks good. And Kirk Sheffield and staff done a fantastic job on getting this field looking good for today's game, as that's ball 2. That one's high. So still got students on campus. Indian Week this week, Adam.
It is. Now, I didn't notice there was a event coming up where they get to throw the pie in people's faces. Dr. Boggs, are you part of that?
I would say no.
I would say count your blessings, because I was about to load up and buy all the chances if I beat Dr. Allen to him.
I was supposed to be doing that. It was yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday, yeah. I bought my way out of that.
So Dr. Allen said, for those that didn't hear him, said he was supposed to be part of that. It was yesterday, and he bought his way out of that one.
Yeah.
Smart.
That is. That's the smart way to go about it. That one's going to be ball 3 high right there and outside.
So 3-2 is the count with 1 out and a runner at second. This is Oswalt, as we said, singled, but was picked off in his only at bat so far. Count full. Ware delivers the pitch.
Lost him.
And will walk him there. That is going to be the first walk of the day issued by Ware. He did hit a batter back in the third inning.
Number 28, Connor Counts.
So now there will be runners on first and second with one out, and this will be Counts. He tried to bunt it last time, popped it up, and was caught by the third baseman for the second out of the, or actually the first out of the second inning, I should say. That pitch, outer edge for a strike.
Yeah, Anna Brooke Stevens, Eli Ward, and staff have done a fantastic job putting together Indian Week, student activities. Of course, I know Housing, Caitlin Stanfield and staff have put together some activities as well. And then you got your physical plant staff, John Wayne Harris and all that. He went around on that. That's going to be strike 2 right there, 0-2 count. But, man, they have a busy week this week, got a busy several weeks coming up. But started with Indian Week and got the silent disco tonight.
You going?
Yeah.
That's back in your music days.
It is. But no, they silent disco's been able to get hit here as he swings through that one. That's going to be strike 3. Got him right there, out number 2. But big out right there. But Campus Police, everybody, it takes everybody all week to put this week together, and they do a fantastic, phenomenal job as well as in the weeks to come. Yesterday was a big day too because we had awards banquets, and hey, who got an award?
Raphael Henry, part of the meritorious honors there. And not only was it a great reward for Ralph, but he was surprised by his mom and some other family members coming up from the West Jones area. The Laurel area. I don't want his mama to get me. She'll come up here and skim my head again. As that pitch missing low for a ball. But, yeah, we're proud of Ralph and all the work he does for us there, and a shining example of all the hard work that goes on across the campus from, as you said, just – it takes a village to make it happen, and that's what we do here at ICC.
Definitely so. And had some retirees that we were able to recognize who will be leaving.
Got
a pick right there, and that's the second time they've gotten him.
It is. Good call there, Brad, as once again Oswald is picked, and this time to end the inning. That in fourth inning being brought to you by Fagada's Mexican Grill and Bar, tacos, fajitas, and other classic Mexican staples in a casual atmosphere with the coldest drinks in town. That's the Fagada's located right behind us here at Crescent Field. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the fourth inning. And again, the home plate umpire struggling now. He tried to throw the ball to the catcher, and he overthrown the catcher that time. So
you got one of those. You have one of those days sometimes.
Yeah. I think Dr. Allen's idea was best. He said, next time just roll it. Yep. That is Chuck. Dr. Allen has seen I call him the brains of our outfit here. Because he is a USB, yes.
Charlie Brown USB.
Yes. So back to action here after the Indians put up 9 in the previous inning. 3 home runs in that inning. 2 of them a 2-run shot, a solo shot. 2 of them belonging to McCarthy. As this is going to be a flare out to center field and will be reeled in for out number 1. That's Jackson at the plate. Now this will bring Green to the dish.
Yeah, right at him. Was able to kind of muscle it out there into center field, but it was just right at him. Really didn't have to move in. The center fielder didn't, so quickly gets out number 1 here. And like you said, that Houston Green, the center fielder for Etowamba, is now up as he's going to foul that first pitch back. And, of course, me not having been up here until recently, I don't have what they've done today.
Well, he's done good today. He has started the 3 runs in the second when he reached on a single and scored a run. Then he come back, was hit by a pitch, advanced on a wild pitch and scored. So been on base twice, scored twice.
Good day so far. Then for Houston, as he's quickly down 0-2 here, they don't got to protect the dish, as that one's going to be outside there for ball 1, too far outside to draw a swing.
So 1-2 now is the count. And Brad, I know you're here, and we'll talk about it in the next couple of bats. Reed Kent back today off the injury list, and he has made his impact felt, both offensively and defensively. Did he catch it?
He did.
He did.
What a catch over there, folks. I don't know if did Ralph was able to get it.
Yes.
What a catch over there. He did
We're
go
going to look at it on
fence.
the replay here. It is popped up, and
wow.
You'll see him. He's going to lean as he runs into the fence. He catches it right before he makes contact. Impressive over there by the first baseman. That is Cox, and he is rightfully so taking a little bit of time to get back in the game here. But my goodness, look at that one more time. Very impressive play. And, you know, you think down 12-0, a lot of times guys ain't going to make that type of effort, but very, very big-time effort there and a chance to get that out. So kudos over there to the first baseman, Cox, for coming in and make the play.
Well, that's also a testament to your coach and what you're doing there, because you're instilling in your players, hey, never give up. Continue to give 100%, more than 100% if you can. We've seen it down here, too. The right fielder's done the same thing, chasing for some foul balls as Jarrett Morris is up, and he fouled the first pitch straight back. But like I say, we've seen it back there, you know, twice. And then, yes, the first baseman goes over there and you know, hits that fence pretty hard there, but makes the catch over the fence, if I'm not mistaken, kind of over the fence. It's a heck of a catch right there. Good job by Delta, and testament to their coaches. That's going to make through the 6 hole right there, Adam. Good piece of hitting right there by Jared Morris.
So Morris comes in with a clutch single there with 2 outs in the inning. That is his second hit of the day. He's 2 for 2 with a walk here in game 1. And now this will be Reed Kent. Well, Brad, I know I was telling you about Reed, you know, coming off that injury reserve. Well, he's 2 for 2 with a single, a double, 2 runs, and a run scored.
Yeah, and nothing, and we kind of knew, you know, and hopefully that's that spark for the Indians that they need. And we knew nothing against anyone else who's been playing. And, you know, Jude Treadaway had to shift over, Madden Butler had to shift over, and so we've seen some shift out there when Reed was out. But, hey, the impact he made at the plate, you know, and you know, his offense was phenomenal along with his defense, and he's just a freshman as he fouls that one off. So I know the Indians are glad to see him back in the lineup and out there today, hopefully in time, Adam, as we get ready for postseason.
Absolutely. As we talked about it in the email, 24 different scenarios that could break down at the end of the day on who, what, when, where, and why on the playoffs.
24? Have we even talked about one of them yet?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I tried to, but then I got confused and lost. Ended up somewhere in left field. But for the Indians, it's pretty simple. You can still get in with 1 win today, but 2 would go a really long way to help you jump over some extra hurdles of those 24 hurdles there are in play. Don't think the Indians can do better than the 10 spot, however, as that pitch outside, 3-1 now is the count.
Well, and that's where if you're Coach Collier, you're focusing on winning. You know, it's, again, taking care of business that you can control out here. You can't control these other games today, but you can control what you do, as well as you want momentum going in the postseason. So you want this win, as that one's fouled back too as well. Still got a full count here on Reed. But you want momentum going into that postseason, so you want both wins today, hopefully carrying you into the postseason with some momentum.
Well, one of the key games that are a part of those tiebreakers for the Indians is this Holmes and East Mississippi game. Holmes was up 4-1. Then East answers with 2 runs. Is now Holmes 4-3 after 3 complete there in game 1 in Scuba. So we'll try to keep up with that one throughout the day as well. Count full now here with 2 outs and a runner at first. This pitch fouled back, and my goodness, Kent, he just missed a home run in his last at bat. Well, he tried to put that one out in the football field.
He had a little hit and run right there. Jarrett Morris took off on that pitch right there. So I think it was a little hit and run action because Reed went upstairs to try to get that one, just able to get a piece of it and foul it straight back. Still full count here on Reed Kent.
So winning the 3-2 offering here from Allen.
Runner goes again.
And that's going to be a ball. So draws the walk does Kent. So he's getting the job done today. As we said, coming off that injured reserve list, he's reached base all 3 times. And now we'll flip it back to the top part of the lineup here. And this will be Jude Treadaway coming to the plate. He absolutely tattooed a 2-run single right back up the middle. In his last at bat, he also reached on an error that allowed a run to score. As that pitch, outer edge, and a 12-0 ball game called strike 1.
Yeah, breaking pitch right there, caught the outside corner, apparently for the umpire there. And so broke in enough just to catch that black part of the paint, as that one's going to be lined out into the gap, Adam. It's going to get to the wall, almost does. That's going to drive in some runs.
Very similar to his last hit. This time it's going to go for a double, and the Indians add 2 more on the board. The only reason his last hit didn't turn into a double because he had someone in front of him. They had to check up on the play, but that is a 2-run double. He's got 4 RBIs on 2 hits today, does Treadaway.
Yeah, Indians really, the bats are just extremely as hot as that temperature is out there right now, and so they're doing a good job swinging the bats today, waiting on good pitches and waiting on those quality pitches to swing at, something they can drive and drive in runs with. 11 hits right now for Etowamba.
So this will be Ferris at the plate. Ferris looks at that pitch across for a strike. He was the unfortunate recipient of that widened strike zone, I guess you can say, in his last at bat as he struck out. He's 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts and a fly out to center.
Nope, that's going to move the runner.
That one's going to get away. The runner will head over to third base.
It'll be a wild pitch right there.
Yes. So the runner will head over now as he advances on the wild pitch. Brad, another big stat today for the Indians, and I'm trying to do the numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of the 14 runs have come with 2 outs on the board.
That's huge.
Something the Indians have struggled with this season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because, you know, you and I talked about that all season, was being able to drive in those runs or being able to get hits with 2 outs, and Indians been able to do that today. As that breaking pitch is going to be up high right there. Going to be ball 2 on Nathan Ferris, and if it's high on Nathan, it's pretty high.
Yeah, Nathan, a lot like me, tall. Actually, excuse me, opposite of me. Is that one in the dirt? Nice job there by Diaz to keep that one in front of him. If you don't, the run scores with ease.
Yeah, Diaz may be going out in a minute and having a little conversation with Allen, saying, look, man, I'm trying to keep this runner here and keep him from scoring, not helping me out, you know, and trying to – he doesn't even have time to get his body out there to block these pitches. So that one's going to be driven through the 6-hole again. It's going to drive in another run.
The hits continuing here for the Indians. As Brad mentioned, that one goes for another hit. Now ICC has put 15 runs on the board on 12 hits, 1 error. And now this would be Stone Collier, who had a 2-run home run in his last at bat. It came off the, I'm calling it the fair pole, because if it hits it, it's a fair ball, and that's what it did.
Fair pole, I like
yes.
that.
Because I've never understood why it's called a foul pole, because if it hits it, it's a fair ball.
Fair ball.
If it hit it as a foul ball, then yes. First pitch low and outside for a ball. Collier pops this one up, and center fielder's going to come charging in and will make the play for the final out of the inning. But the Indians hang 3 more on the board, all with 2 outs in the inning. ICC leads this one 15-0 as we have played 4. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirates, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza! Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza, pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the top of the fifth inning. ICC up in this one, 15-0, as the Indians, well, they've got one thing on their mind today, and that's winning. And that's making the playoffs, and they're off to a good start here in game one up in this one, 15-0. 15 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error, as this will be Cox starting us off here. He grounded out to second to end the second. Swings on the first pitch he sees, and that'll be a foul ball for strike one. So 0-1 is the count.
Yeah, I tend to get that duty over here at times where we have to kill the insects, but we took care of those. And we do have spray down here, and I did that one time, and it took us off the air.
It was hard to breathe afterwards.
Yeah, so I figured out you just only need to spray a squirt of it.
Yes. Can you redo those sound effects again?
I can, but not probably like I just did, and I would really like if someone was listening to those sound effects.
So 2-1 now is the count. This is Cox at the plate. This is that pitch outside for a ball. 3-1 now is the count here. Ware still in the circle. He got the start today for the Indians. Riley Cagle got the start, but he was chased, and Carson Allen has been on the hill ever since. As this pitch is popped up, left side, left fielder will jog in, call everyone off, and squeeze it for out number one.
Yeah, fastball in part of the plate right there, and Cox not able to get that big part of the bat out there quick enough. All he could do was just kind of pop it up out in the left field out there. When you're trying to get that, you got to get that swing through and try to get that bat head out front right there. Drive that pitch out in right field or out in the right center right there. Cox just unable to do so, a little late on the swing right there. First out for them in this inning, as that first pitch is fouled back for strike one.
This is Neal at the plate. He grounded out to the shortstop, and his only at bat so far in the contest. We're in the top of the fifth inning. ICC up in this one, 15-0 over Delta, trying to earn a spot in the playoffs with the sweep today. That pitch up high, 1-1 now is the count.
We were mentioning Indian Week a while ago. Student awards were last night too.
Yes.
And I know Dr. Allen did a great job, and I have to say that because he's my boss and he's standing here
right behind you. Yeah.
No, did a great job with all that. Did a great job with all that yesterday. But it's a day, though, that we all look forward to because we love celebrating the students, and that's what we're here for. Is that pitch is high, but he goes after it. It's going to be strike two. Awards, we talked about that for the employees. Those are great, too. We want to celebrate the awards for and the accomplishments of employees. But, man, when you can celebrate those students, that's what it's all about.
Yes.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the students. And so looking forward, that was a great night last night, and then looking forward to commencement coming up on May the 16th.
Yeah, you can watch it right here on the Red Channel of letsgoicc.com. But you said it, Brad. We talk about it. Of course, we're cover athletics, but just as much hard work and dedication goes into making those grades, and it's always great to award those kids as well for all their hard work and dedication academically that help makes ICC not only a success, but really helps whenever it comes to national recognitions and things like that. And it goes back to our teachers just giving them, pushing them, saying, hey, you did good, but I think you can do a little bit better. Let's see what you can do next time.
Yeah. And Stone Collier got an award last night. Baseball team, our starting catcher down there. But you're exactly right. It's about our faculty who push, our advisors who push, and want to challenge them, as Dr. Allen always puts, they are a student athlete. And I'm talking about just our athletes right now, but they're a student first, then an athlete second. Same with any of these others. All of our students out here, whether they're in the band, whether they're in chorus, whatever, they're a student first, and then they perform and do what they need to do there out to as that one's going to be popped up here to the first baseman. Butler's camped under it. He's going to get that out right there. That's going to be out number 2 in the inning. So that actually wasn't Butler. They moved Bryce Glenn into first now. So it is Glenn at first base, not Butler.
So probably did get some substitutions in that wasn't reported up to us, but that's okay. Runner was unable to advance as we go back to the top of the lineup here. And Gonzalez, who is 1 for 2 on the day, reached on a single to start the game on a little swing over the head of the first baseman, but then was erased on the fielder's choice, grounded out 4-3 for the second out in the third inning. So 2 away and a runner at first here in the top of the 5th. ICC up in this one 15-0. Ball in the dirt, blocked up nicely there by Collier. 1-0 is the count.
Mentioned, of course, Indian Week tomorrow night is a big night. We have what we call sophomore send-off.
Yes.
And, man, it's a great night where we celebrate our sophomores and have a big, I guess I call it kind of a party, student activities host, as that one's inside right there. Ball 2. We have a hot air balloon out here.
I was going to say it hit him.
Oh, it grazed him.
Yeah, so they're going to give him
hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch there. So runners now back at first and second. Yeah, hot air balloon. Brad, what would it cost to get you in that hot air balloon?
You paying?
No, well, then never mind then, because I ain't got the money. Yes, I'm paying. What would it cost to get you in that hot air balloon?
If you're paying, because I just want to see you pay, I'll do it for $10.
You know, bet. That's on. I won't be here, but somebody get Dr. Adams, you get Dr. Boggs up in the hot air balloon, and then accidentally just let it go up a little bit further and hang up there for a little while.
Let it keep drifting and drifting and drifting.
Yeah, so maybe just cut the rope a little. We got a quick visit to the mound. Let's hear from Guaranteed Bank and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back. Just quick little meeting on the mound there. Kind of just get Brock refocused here. Said, hey, man, you're working 15-0 lead. Just fill it up and go have some fun.
Well, you got 2 outs. You know, you got a defense behind you back there, and you get 3 hits given up on the day. So you're right. It's just like, man, throw strikes here. You know, there's no point putting hitters on for us. You know, those base, giving free passes there. So that's going to be strike 1 right there. So if they're going to hit it. Let them hit it. We got a defense behind you to play, and you got a 15-0 lead.
This is Rogers at the dish, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out to the shortstop. 0-1 is the count. 2 outs, runners at first and second. This one fouled back. 0-2 now is the count.
So far, whatever he said worked. Got 2 strikes on him. So quickly ahead here now. Brock Ware is trying to get this third out of the inning. They do have a runner in scoring position. Again, runners at first and second for Delta.
Third runner that they've had in scoring position today for the Trojans. 0-2 pitch, and that one up high. Couldn't get him to chase. 1-2 now is the count. Indians do have someone up in the bullpen. It looks like that's Andrew Williams getting loose, just in case. Of course, if you're up big in this situation, would love to save some pitches on the arm of Brock, especially if you're going to make a chance of heading to postseason play. Ooh, there's a shot that's going to be over the head of the third baseman, and that's going to score the run. 1 run will score. They're going to ask 2. No, they're going to hold him up at third.
It's going to be a double, though, a stand-up double with 1 RBI. Good job there of turning on that pitch. It was an inside pitch, able to turn on it, get that bat head out there and turn on that inside pitch, getting by Ferris right there, right over third base, basically. But it was fair. It got down there, reached the fence out there, reached the wall, did score 1 run, as you mentioned. So now you got a 15-1 lead here at Etowamba. So, again, it's Delta. They're not giving up.
Nope. I'm really surprised down 15 runs that they didn't try to score the second with it getting down in the corner there. But
good point.
Elected to stay with it here with 2 outs as that pitch fouled back for strike one. This is Bridges, who singled his last time up, and is going to do it again. That one returned to Cinder right up the middle, and they're going to push across another run here, so look out. Here come the Trojans.
Yeah, like you, Adam. And again, I'm not down there, but they held the runner up again at third. Center fielder wasn't even Green didn't even come up throwing on that one. So, when you're down 15-1, 15-2 now, you've got to produce some runs. Now I know, yes, you're producing some hits here, but you are in the top of the fifth, and you've got to be a little aggressive, in my opinion, to get back in this game, and which they're doing. Now they're only down 13 at this point, but still, at some point, I think you got to send those runners to third.
So runners on the corners now with 2 outs in the inning. This is Diaz at the plate, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Diaz is catching today, and he has been extremely busy behind that plate. Looks at that first pitch, counts for a strike, outer edge, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2 runs on the board so far here, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. A walk and a hit batter. There's a beautiful breaking pitch, and I think it was so beautiful, even crossed up the home plate umpire that time.
Yeah, he was down there shaking his head, and he didn't make any motions with his hand, but he shook his head, so I don't know what that meant. But anyway, it meant ball.
Yeah, I think it meant like, oh, man, that was so good. Even I missed it.
That's kind of where I was going with that. Was, wow, that was such a great pitch. Even I missed it. But anyway, strike 2 right there, 1-2 count. Not going to be hard on Blue today.
No, not at all. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
That's a good pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Clutch, Renaissance Bank strikeout there, 4th of the game for Ware. We'll take a break, head to the bottom of the 5th, and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Get ready for an action-packed summer at Itawamba Community College. From slam dunks to show tunes, ICC has a camp for everyone. Dive into athletics like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and even band camp. Or explore your creative side with drama camp. Want something hands-on? Check out our advanced manufacturing camps for students and teachers. Spots are filling up fast. Sign up now at letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a full list of our summer camps here at Itawamba Community College.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. As ICC up in this one after 2 runs put on the board by Delta. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. There was a hit batter and a walk. Both of those came across to score there in the top of the 5th. It'll be McCarthy at the plate. He's 2 for 2 with the walk today. He's got a 2-run home run and a solo home run. As that pitch in the dirt gets away. Smart move by Diaz. As we said, he has been very active behind the plate today, having to get after a lot of those loose balls. He say, hey, nobody on base. I'm just going to let that one get by. McCarthy, that one jammed him, popped it up, and the shortstop will come in and reel that one in for out number 1. So 1 away now after the pop-up there, and this will bring Butler to the plate. Now we have had some changes, and this will be one of those. This will be Bryce Glenn coming to the plate for the first time here in game 1. So Glenn will dig in for his first at bat. Swings on the first pitch, pops it up, backing out of play. 0-1 now is the count. Will Bunch checking in today as well. Appreciate Will watching. As this pitch popped up to the right side, right fielder's going to go back and will stretch out and make the play for out number 2. We didn't get a good read on it, but a nice adjustment out there in right field as that one got to the warning track. And now this will be Jackson to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day, was hit by a pitch and scored a run. Part of that 9-run third inning for the Indians. So Delta trying to get back to the bat here after scoring those 2 runs in the top part of the inning, trying to get a quick 3-up, 3-down inning here as that pitch missing low for ball 1. D.H. Jackson at the plate. Puts the bat on this one. Center fielder's going to go back, running back, and can't make the play. Missed the ball there, and that's going to go for a double. That was one of those that looked like maybe kind of lost it in the sun, tried to adjust the last second as the ball carrying pretty good off the bat there. As that'd go for a hit, so a double. So it was the 13th hit of the day. And now this will bring Green to the plate. Swings on this one. It's lifted. It's gone. Another home run for the Indians as Houston Green tees off on that one. And it's a 2-run home run for Green. And the Indians add 2 more to the board, so a nice answer. As ICC answers the 2 given up with a 2-run shot there off the bat of Green.
Up to bat, number 5,
Somebody's happy.
Morris.
And so now this will bring Morris to the plate. Morris looks at that pitch, called high for a ball. He is 2 for 2 on the day with a walk. He scored 2 runs and had a 2-run double as well. That pitch outer edge for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. That was the 4th home run of the day. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Indians have 4 home runs and 4 doubles. That's a little stretch out, and that's going to drop for another base hit. Hitting is hot here for the Indians, as that drops for the 3rd hit of the day for Morris. 3rd hit of the day, 15th hit of the day for the Indians.
Up to bat, number 9, Reed.
And now with 2 outs, and again, Indians getting it done with 2 outs in the inning. This will bring Reed Kitt to the plate with a runner at first. He is 2 for 2 on the day with a walk. He's got a double and a single to his credit. That pitch just a bit outside, ball 1. Indians had the opportunity to go there, but elected to keep the runner at first. Up 17-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Kent will dig in with a 1-0 count. That one just a bit high. 2-0 now is the count. Allen, last couple of pitches, you kind of look at him take a deep breath there, so trying to dig deep here and find the zone. 2-0 is the count here to Kent. Talked about Kent coming off the injured reserve here for the game. And he has been quite the spark for the Indians, and right now Allen may be running on fumes here. Those last 3 pitches have sent Diaz leaping and catching those. 3-0 now is the count here to Kent. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at first here in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll be a walk. Back-to-back times that Kent has walked, and we'll send it back to the top part of the lineup here, as this will be Treadaway. He had a 2-run double in his last at-bat. And so he will dig in here with runners at first and second, 2 outs, and Treadaway at the dish. That pitch outside for a ball. One of those situations where I don't know if they got anybody getting loose in the bullpen, but kind of tell Allen is possibly out of gas here as these last few pitches have all been hanging up and outside. That one missing low. 2-0 now is the count here to Treadaway. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. That pitch, outer edge for a strike. It's one of those 17-2 strikes called there. That one got close enough for the umpire's liking. 2-1 now is the count. This pitch popped up, and it's going to get over, and the left fielder will make the play, and so that will end the inning. Nice play out there in left. That was a long run to go get that one. And the Indians, though, put 2 more on the board after giving up 2 in the top half of the inning. We played 5. 17-2 is the score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad,
yeah.
24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 6th inning. ICC leading it 17-2. We do have a new pitcher in the game here for ICC. It'll be number 30, Dixon Webb. He's a sophomore out of Oxford, Mississippi, coming into the contest here. We're leaving Brock Ware, who, barring a miracle of biblical proportions, will pick up his 3rd win of the season as he exits with a 15-run lead here for Webb to take over. As we're joined once again here by the good Dr. Brad Boggs, and it was a 2-run home run by Green to get those 2 runs back, given up in the top half of the inning. ICC 17 runs, 15 hits to 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error for both teams. And Brad, you kind of want to save some of these hits for the next game.
Yeah, you hope, and you know, of course, you don't ever want to slow down, and not that you're indicating that as that first pitch is ball 1. But you're also thinking, man, we need to save some of this and hope we get this in game 2. Because you'd love to. You're looking to hopefully end this in early innings if you can. That's ball 2 right there, coming up high right there. If you're Etowamba, but you want to save some for game 2 to hopefully do the same with it, and have that good feeling, good run going into the postseason. As that's 3 straight balls right there. That's not what you want coming in right there from your relief pitcher coming in a 17-2 ball game, 15-5 hits, and have 4 straight balls now, and walk the first batter you face with no outs.
So nice job there by Oswalt to pick up the walk there to start the inning. I'll be really surprised if Oswald gets a big lead here.
Yeah.
Because he's been picked off twice today.
That's right. Been picked off twice. I'm sure his coach has already discussed some of that with him. Of course, we do have a different pitcher on the mound, but no, his lead over there is not very big at all. That is his secondary lead, as you'll see coming out once the pitch is thrown. But his initial lead, as you see right there, is 2 steps. That's it. He did stretch out a half.
So probably not comfortable with those 2.
No, he's probably not, nor is his coach, I imagine, at this point. So 1-1 count here. Indians just got to finish this thing out here. Throw over to him. He back easily. He probably could have laid down and just touched the bag. But Indians wanting to finish this thing out and finish strong here in game 1. With a 17-2 lead as he reached out for that one. That could be a double play ball, Adam.
There's 1, and there's 2. A Little Caesars double play.
Yeah, good job right there. I think
it's 4.63 on the turn.
I think Webb kind of got a piece of it.
So it looked like it did come off his glove, but hey, that's what you like there if you're Webb. Kind of struggled a little bit coming in and able to get the defense behind you to turn 2. And now this will be Cox coming to the plate.
Yeah, now you got 2 outs if you're Webb. So, that leadoff walk has kind of been erased here at this point. It's in the stats books, but it's been erased for this inning now because that runner's out. So 2 outs here, and got to focus on getting this out number 3 as he throws ball 1.
That pitch missing low. Ball 1 is the count here. Cox 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out to second, fly out to left. That's what he's done so far in this one.
Ball 2 high. Of course, mentioned silent disco a while ago, and I had to jump off a minute. We're trying to prepare for that and ensure the students have a good opportunity with that. So I was talking to our student activities coordinator, Anna Brooks Stevens, and Chief Dickinson, as that one's turned on very quickly, but I think it's going to go foul, and it is foul. So he does turn on it and puts a charge into it, but goes foul for Cox right there, the first baseman. But trying to get everything lined up. Again, there'll be a game 2 here, which game 2 should lead into our students moving on over to the silent disco.
With Dr. Boggs leading the way there. With
Absolutely.
The silent disco. 2-1 is the count. That one missing low. 3-1 now is the count. As we said, we're keeping an eye on this East Mississippi and Holmes game. And just scored a run. We'll see who they put that one on. It's actually a tie ball game now.
Ooh.
It's in the bottom of the 5th. 4-4 is the score.
Friendly call right there, in my opinion. But strike 2, full count now. So still got you're alive if you're way up here on trying to get this third out. Does not.
And misses that one low and inside. So that's going to be his second walk of the inning. 2-out walk issued there. Now this will bring Neal to the plate. He walked and scored a run. Part of that 2-run 5th for the Trojans. So a runner on first, 2 outs. Neal also grounded out to shortstop in his first appearance of the day. Looks at that pitch, and some of these pitches we've seen called against ICC is not necessarily getting the same edge. It's not complaining by any stretch of the imagination, but if you're going to open the strike zone, open it for both. Is that one missing low? 2-0 now is the count.
Well, and again, you hope, you think if you're Etowama's coaches, you're putting Webb out there in this situation, 17-2, and not trying to tear Webb down. But throw strikes, man, as that one's going to fire down to Stone. That one's going to get past the first baseman. Stone tries to fire it down there and catch the first runner down there kind of sleeping, unable to do so, but ball reeled back in pretty quickly. The runner unable to take second on it. But, in a 17-2 scenario, you just got to come in and just throw strikes. And I know it's not all you and I've talked about. It's not as easy as you make it out to be here.
Comes over the top with that one, and that one looked good, but caught a ball. So back-to-back walks now, third walk of the inning. So now runners on first and second, still with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
A lot of course, athletics in general is mental, but, there's a lot of mind that goes into it. Golf, same way. Baseball, out there throwing on the mound, it can definitely get in your own head about something, as that one's going to be ball 1 right there low. It can cause you to get in these ruts where you almost feel like you're in quicksand.
Right. And the more you wiggle when you're in quicksand, the worse it gets.
That's
so
it.
This pitch on its way,
Smoked.
ripped, and it's going to be foul for strike one. 1-1 now is the count. Yeah, that's just one of those right now. If you're Webb, take a deep breath, maybe take a little bit of a walk behind the mound, get refocused, and say, hey, all that other's behind me now. Let's go attack and go get this out.
Yeah, got to get the out either way. And like you say, let's get this out. Let's try to get on through this game here as quickly as we can and get this big W.
1-1 pitch. Missing low and inside. 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Top of the 6th. Runners will be going here in this situation.
Got him.
Big swing and a miss there, 2-2.
Good cut.
I think it was a hit and run call that time, but couldn't come up with it. So 2-2 now is the count. This one hit hard, hit deep to right field. Right fielder's going to go back and makes the running catch over the shoulder.
Good play out there by McCarthy out there in right.
Nice job helping his pitcher out there, getting that tough out to end the inning. ICC leads it 17-12. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th and be back with more right after this. Get ready for an action-packed summer at Itawamba Community College. From slam dunks to show tunes, ICC has a camp for everyone. Dive into athletics like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and even band camp. Or explore your creative side with drama camp. Want something hands-on? Check out our advanced manufacturing camps for students and teachers. Spots are filling up fast. Sign up now at letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a full list of our summer camps here at Itawamba Community College.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Brother Chris Burrows checking in, and he said he needs more sound effects from our color commentator that he heard earlier in the game. I agree with you, Brother Chris, as I was impressed with the sounds of what a bug spray can sounds like as that pitch missing low for a ball. Ferris, Collier, and McCarthy scheduled up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC up 17-12 here. And that pitch missing, 2-0 now is the count. That one actually looked like it got away and might have caught the catcher a little bit.
Yeah, I think it did. Umpire's kind of standing out there giving him a few minutes to.
Rightfully so. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying this to be mean, but Diaz has been very active, very busy behind the plate today, especially for the first game. And as hot as it is on that turf, got to be wearing him out.
Yeah, and they're playing Ferris to pull right now on this infield, which he did do, and it's fair. They played him to pull, and he pulled it even further where they couldn't make a play on it. So it painted the line down there and makes it to the corner, and that's going to be a stand-up double. But, Adam, they had the shortstop position and shifted over into what I call the 6-hole. Third baseman was almost on the line, but not quite. There was still some space there. Ferris able to turn on that pitch quick enough to get it by the third baseman. I mean, they played him they played him the way they wanted to play him. He bettered them on that one.
Looks like the
going to challenge it.
Head coach wanting to come out and talk to the third base umpire about that one, see if it was a fair or foul ball. He called it fair immediately on that situation. Let's go back and look and see if we can see it on the replay in this situation here, as it was hit quickly. They're going to talk amongst themselves there at home plate, and that looked pretty fair. Of course, we kind of had the quick exchange on the camera. It would be tough to overturn it either way, and they're going to say it will stay a double there for the Indians. And you can't complain. If you're the coach, you got to come out there and see if, hey, if I ask, you never know. They might overturn it in that situation.
Yeah, you never know, and you're right. Definitely could. Someone could have got a better look at it, especially if you appeal it to home plate, whatever, or if they check in and talk about it and discuss it, it could be overturned. But in that case, I'm like you. I don't think that it was. Nathan Ferris just put a good bat on it and was able to get it by the third baseman for a single. So leadoff double. Excuse me, I said single. Leadoff double. Excuse me, for Nathan Ferris.
5th double of the day for the Indians. They've got 4 home runs to go with that as well, with their 16 hits.
Oh,
return to sender, dropped it for a second, going to have to hurry, and nicely done there as he was trying to look the runner back to second, or maybe just see what could have had a play on the lead runner, but instead dropped it, but did a good job of not panicking, had his wherewithal about him, and was able to get it over to first for the out.
Yeah, it did advance Ferris to third, but what a play out there by the pitcher and Carson Allen to field your position. He was able to knock that hit down, and able to get the out and get Stone out at first right there. So first out of the inning for the Indians here, and now you've got trouble up if you're a Delta fan for McCarthy.
Yeah, he's got 2 hits today, and neither one of those stayed in the ballpark. A 2-run and a solo home run.
Well,
check swing there, and they're going to check the runner back to third, throw over, and we'll get it for out number 2.
Good job out there again defensively by Allen, and I'm talking about the Mississippi Delta pitcher right now. Fielded that check swing right there and came to him, and what he did is he looked Ferris back to third, then threw over to first. So excellent job out there defensively, and look at here, they still got Bryce Glenn shaded too. The shortstop, look at the shortstop, Adam, how far over he's over.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of room in between short and second out there if you can go back up the middle.
You can drive a bus sideways through that gap over there. Is that first pitch missing for a ball? That one missing as well. 2-0 now is the count.
You know, the outfield is not shifted the same as the infield, and so they're really playing a pull here on.
Yeah, so if you can hit one where the traditional shortstop is, you can run for days.
Yeah.
And the shift was correct, but he just hit it above their head, and that will go for an RBI single.
They're determined to make me. They're saying, look, Boggs, it don't matter. We're shifted. We know why we're shifted. We can't help it. They just keep getting a hit right there. But, yes, that was hit right at the short where he was played over and shifted over. He hopped up, tried to get that line drive, couldn't get it over his head. So good, clean hit right there, and another RBI or another run scored right there, 18-2.
This will be Jackson, who doubled and scored a run in his last at-bat. He'll dig in here for the Indians with 2 outs and a runner at first. And, Brad, another run on the board with 2 outs for the Indians.
Yeah, another run with 2 outs. Jackson well out in front of that first pitch right there. Kind of took something off of that. So, strike 1, 0-1.
So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner at first. That pitch missing. 1-1 now is the count.
And so now with the runner at second, you get your second baseman shifted more over towards second. So you got a huge gap also with first baseman holding on the runner. That pitch is going to get by the catcher. And I think Diaz just says, man, this has been a bad day, tough day, hot day. I'm trying my best.
And he has. I want to say that. He has battled behind that plate today.
Yeah, it's just been a lot of balls in the turf back there. And those balls, when they hit turf, are a lot different than when they hit dirt.
So 2-1 now is the count. Runner does advance to second. Breaking pitch inside. 3-1 now is the count here to Jackson. So Jackson will dig in with a 3-1 count. We're in the bottom of the 6th. ICC up 18-2 here in game 1. And that's going to walk him. Second time today he's got a free pass. First time he's been walked. I hate to call a hit by pitch a free pass because you technically earn your way on when you get hit by the pitch there. But now ICC will bring Houston Green to the plate with runners at first and second. Green had a 2-run home run in his last at bat. Swings on the first pitch he sees, a flare out to right field. Right fielder will go back and will make the play for out number 3. Indians add one more to the board. They lead it 18-2, 3 outs away from calling it here in Game 1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Get ready for an action-packed summer at Itawamba Community College. From slam dunks to show tunes, ICC has a camp for everyone. Dive into athletics like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and even band camp. Or explore your creative side with drama camp. Want something hands-on? Check out our advanced manufacturing camps for students and teachers. Spots are filling up fast. Sign up now at letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a full list of our summer camps here at Itawamba Community College.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the second inning. One of my favorite songs here. Now, I couldn't tell you the word of it. The only reason why I like it because randomly in the song he just goes, shoot. So
that's why you like it.
That's why I like it, man. You got to find a hook, as the kids call it these days. New pitcher in the game is Brad. Tell us about the new pitcher.
Yeah, I got Scott Green in, right-handed pitcher, freshman out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Played ball at Center Hill. Looks like this season he's had 3 appearances thus far in the year, 2 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 Ks.
Shoot.
As
we get ready for this pitch here, we move to the top of the 7th inning. 1, 2, 3 batters due up here for Delta. That's what got it going last time when they put the 2 runs on the board in the top of the 5th. It's that pitch missing low for a ball.
Well, freshman getting some opportunities here to get a little action. Like I said, with Scott Green coming in, and when you got an 18-2 lead, and this is into the top of the 7th here, you need to get some guys some action, and that's what's happening out here right now. So that's strike 1, 1-1 count. Indians want to try to end this game right here in the top of the 7th, able to do so as long as they can hold on to this 18-2 lead.
Gonzalez was hit by a pitch and scored. And his last at bat, that pitch high for a ball, 2-1. He grounded out to second in the 3rd inning. Started the game off with a little excuse-me swing that resulted in a single over the head of the first baseman, but was erased on a fielder's choice 2 batters later. That pitch finds the outer edge for a strike. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good pitch right there, so 2-2. If you're Scott Green, you'd love to get this first out here of the inning. Go ahead and kick it off right, get this first out, be 2 outs away on a little half-hearted swing right there just to trying to stay alive, and able to do so. Fouled it off down the first base side, 2-2 count.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs is Gonzalez starting us off here. Remind you to stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank post-game report. At the conclusion of this one, there's a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Excellent job by Green coming in there, getting that first out of the inning. That's the big one right there. So looking at the scoreboard right now throughout the day. So far, Itawamba 18 runs on 17 hits. They do have 1 error where you have Delta with 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error.
That breaking pitch just a bit too high for the umpire's liking. 1-0 is the count here to Rogers. He had a two-run double, or no, excuse me, a one-run double in his last at bat. That was his only hit of the day.
There's a single
drop for another one.
Yeah, good job sticking the bat out there and lining that pitch over short out there. So 1 out single right there. Excellent job. That was Rogers, Avery Rogers.
And then here comes trouble in Bridges. He is 2 for 3 on the day. He's reached all 3 times as he reached on the fielder's choice, then singled, and then had an RBI single in his last at bat. He's been left stranded each time he's been on base today. Is that pitch in there for strike 1?
Yeah, good pitch coming in there. 0-1 count now. Go after him. Again, got an 18-2 lead. There's no reason not to go after him. Just say, hey, hit it. See if you can hit this.
So 0-1 is the count. Green on the hill here for the Indians. That pitch fell off the table a bit too soon. 1-1 now is the count. Bridges and then Diaz would be up next if the Indians don't turn a Little Caesars double play. 1-1 pitch. That one apparently up too high for the umpire's liking. 2-1 now is the count. Well, I'll say he's still calling it like it was the first inning right now. He did let it expand a little bit, but kind of shrunk it back down in time. 2-1 pitch. That one hit him.
Yeah. Hit him right there. So now you got 2 runners on base. You got a runner at first, runner at second. And, of course, that's going to bring up Diaz, who we've talked a lot about, to, man, he's defensively today. He's had a heck of a day back there. He's battled behind the plate. One of these hot days like this, which,
we talk about the new turf, so that's adding heat to it.
Adds heat to it, as you mentioned. And of course, that's baseball weather, too. Don't get me wrong. That's, that's part of baseball. But, he's played a great game back there defensively. We talked about Delta and they're never giving up, and they're not. And you can see it right here, with their taking walks and being patient at the plate here and trying to, they know they're down 18-2, but they're not giving up. They're not giving up defensively either. We've seen them make some great plays out there. So kudos to the staff of Delta as well as these players.
And so this is Diaz, 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. Right now, it's not even like trying to throw velocity, just throw strikes.
Yes, I'm with you, and I would think that's what our coaching staff is over there trying to get across.
That one missing low and outside again. 2-0 is the count. You saw Collier kind of go talk to Green in the exchange after the hit batter. And looks like ICC is maybe getting ready to send someone down again to the bullpen here.
Yeah, someone is down there already, but they are sending 2 more as that pitch is going to drift high. 3-0 is the count.
Yeah, a lot of arms getting loose down there actually for the Indians, so you got to think maybe game 2, pitcher getting ready, some other guys getting loose in case they're needed. We're waiting the 3-0 offering here. And he walked him, and bases are loaded.
Yeah, 4 straight pitches walked right there, bases loaded, 18-2. 1 out, though. A double play can steal in the inning and the ball game, or game 1 here for the Indians, should they get that double play ball here with Oswalt up.
And he's been in trouble today. He's walked twice. He does have a single, but he's also been picked off twice. Swings on the first pitch he sees. This one popped up. Right fielder giving chase, having to shade the sun, and lost it, but the second baseman finds it. It's going to zip it back in. That was just a smart play just to get it back home and not allow the runner to tag up. 2 outs.
Well, and it was a good play by Treadaway out there because that's a tough play right there because he's, you got your first baseman going straight back. That's difficult right there for the first baseman to make that catch. You got your second baseman, really if the right fielder can make the catch, it's his ball. He's coming straight in. He's got the best look at it. but that one was so shallow, it was going to be Treadaway's ball. Treadaway goes back there and makes the catch, and like you said, gets the ball back in a hurry, keeps the runner from scoring. Out number 2, ball 1 right there now to this batter.
This is Counts.
Yeah, Counts.
He hit into a double play in his last at bat, but he did have a big-time home run against the Indians earlier this season, so he can hit for power here. Looks at that pitch high, 2-0 now is the count. Bases loaded, and ICC fans, when you're ready to load your plate like the bases are right now, make the right call and visit Sam's Town Market in Manatee.
I'm ready.
I've been ready. Yeah. It's grilling season, buddy.
It is. When you get this warm weather, this sunny weather like this, it makes me want to fire the grill up, and it's ball 3 right there. But nothing better than go down there to Sam's and get you a good cut of meat down there and ask them to cut those steaks for you however thick you want them, and throw them on the grill.
3-0, no place to put him here. And they walk him, and that'll score a run. So once again, Delta not going quietly into the evening here. The easiest RBI of the career of Counts as he draws that bases-loaded walk to score Rogers, and that may do it for Green. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirates, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza! Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Get ready for an action-packed summer at Itawamba Community College. From slam dunks to show tunes, ICC has a camp for everyone. Dive into athletics like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and even band camp. Or explore your creative side with drama camp. Want something hands-on? Check out our advanced manufacturing camps for students and teachers. Spots are filling up fast. Sign up now at letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a full list of our summer camps here at Itawamba Community College.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Minga
surely not
better be telling a lie. Hi, I'm calling Minga, and I'm here ruining Gore and Brad's day. Seriously. He said he thinks they have to play 9
in the first one, no matter what.
In the first game, no matter what.
I thought there was a run rule.
I thought there was too.
Man, I can't ever get this right.
We'll find out for sure after the top part of this inning.
I mean, if that's the case, me and you are going to quit talking, and I know they hit him.
And, well, the thing about it is we got to keep it to 10 as well as this is Noah Robinson coming in, hits the batter, so another run will come across for Delta.
If that happens, though, you and I we're going to need a flow chart. I need a flow chart for this.
We're going to have to start this summer we'll get this wall painted. We're going to paint the rules of the MACCC. The only problem is we have to come back every other week and mark it out because it seems like they change every week.
I mean, I thought there was still a run rule in 9, but apparently, I don't know.
That pitch missing outside.
I'm gonna
Will Bunch is saying it is 7. As there's a
That's what I'm thinking. Will
ground
Bunch.
ball, and they're going to go over
We're
to
finna find
third.
out.
That will get the out. And, that's
did
it.
Okay.
You're wrong, Colin Minga.
Thank goodness.
Thank God. As we'll roll into the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back. Your final score here in Game 1. ICC wins it 18-4 in 7 innings. Indians with 18 runs on 17 hits and 1 error. That final line being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, helping you get back in the game. Visit OINMS.com. That's the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Let's go back and look at some of the replays from today's game being brought to you by Little Caesars. They've got hot and ready pizzas ready for you right there on South Adams Street. I owe Dr. Boggs like 35 pizzas over the last few seasons, and one of these days he's going to cash in on that.
Absolutely.
Well, Dr. Boggs, let's talk about your thoughts on today's game being brought to you by Bank Oklahoma.
Well, Indians need a strong day right now. Obviously, we talked about the playoff scenario and their chances to get in, what needs to happen. And the first thing that's got to happen is they take care of their own business, and that's win 2 games. One win does put them in contention still. It doesn't guarantee them to get in, but it does put them in contention. 2 wins actually makes the case even stronger. So they've got to come back and get win number 2. They made a heck of a statement out here in Game 1. Those bats got hot, especially in the bottom of the third when they scored 9 runs in that inning. Long ball was going today. I know Evan McCarthy had a heck of a day, 2 home runs just in this game. So I remember I was a little late getting up and through here with some of the activities going on campus and trying to prepare those. But I know there were several home runs hit today by the Indians, not just by McCarthy. There were others. I know Stone had one, and so there were others hit. But saying all that to say this, pitching performance was strong coming out. Relief pitching performance, not quite where you'd want it to be if you're Rick, if you're Colin McCrory. And so we need a strong performance coming out here in Game 2 the same way we did in Game 1. Get those bats hot, and let's get those take command on the mound out there, and let's go ahead and take Game 2 and take control of what we can control at ICC, and that's winning today, winning our games.
Out of the 17 hits, ICC had 5 doubles, 4 home runs, as you mentioned. McCarthy with 2 of those, Collier with 1, and also it was Green with another for ICC here in this 18-4 victory. That game recap being brought to you by Bank Oklahoma. They've proudly served North Mississippi for more than 90 years. They've got locations in Oklahoma, Houston, Manatee, Bruce, Tupelo, and their newest branch proudly serving Aberdeen and the surrounding areas. That's Bank Oklahoma, member FDIC. We got a little bit of meat left on the bone here, and it's going to be a tough one. You could be the next star of your game when you pick Sam's Town Market in Manatee, from locally sourced fruits and vegetables to imported specialty items. Sam's Town Market caters to a diverse range of tastes and preferences. Sam's Town Market star of the game. Who might that be, Brad?
Again, me getting in late on it, but I'm going to go with Evan McCarthy with the 2 home run game today. And he also made a heck of a catch out there in right field. I know we thought that he'd possibly been burned out there at Delta, had smoked a pitch out there, and could have been burned easily, but Evan went back and made a heck of a play defensively out of it, making good plays on both sides of the ball, Evan McCarthy.
I'm also going to go with the co-star of the game in Brock Ware, who came out, pitched well today, gave up some hits, but was clutch whenever the Indians needed to find some outs in those situations as well. So we'll go with co-stars of the game, Evan McCarthy. As you see this home run here by Stone Collier, it's going to be off the fence, off the fair pole, as I like to call it. Evan McCarthy and Brock Ware are Sam's Town Market stars of the game. That's going to wrap up the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins Game 1 by the final score of 18-4. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with Game 2 here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer. an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.